Economist called Harold Uhlig lost his job at the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago for daring to offer even milder criticism than that. On Twitter, Uhlig noted that Black Lives Matter had, quote, just torpedoed itself with its full-fledged support of hashtag defund the police. Now is the time, Uhlig noted, quote, for sensible adults to enter back into the room and have serious, earnest, respectful conversations about it all. That was a racist statement, the Federal Reserve concluded, so they fired Harold Uhlig. We could give you many other examples of the same thing happening. There are a lot of them. Black Lives Matter now enjoys almost complete immunity from criticism. This is unprecedented for an American political movement. But Black Lives Matter is even more powerful than that. It has single-handedly revised our moral framework. Yes, Black lives do matter. That is a statement of fact, and no decent person doubts that it is true, because it is. And it's true precisely because every life matters. We are all human beings, every one of us. We have souls. Skin color is irrelevant to moral value. Until recently, this was considered obvious. Saying it was regarded as a virtue. All lives matter equally. All of us were created by God. In the end, all of us will die. Nothing can change that. Not wealth, not fame, not race. Every life is precisely as valuable as every other life. And by the way, that idea forms the basis of the Christian faith. It's the entire premise behind our founding documents. And yet suddenly, thanks to Black Lives Matter, you can no longer say it out loud. Affirming the fundamental equality of all people is now considered hate speech. You can be fired for saying it. Again, many people have been. This is a dangerous moment. How did we get here? In a word, quickly. It happened fast. As recently as December, before the riots, most Americans did not approve of Black Lives Matter. The group was defined in the public mind by moments like this. Pigs in a blanket, cry like bacon. 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 Pigs in a blanket fry like bacon. Kill the police. They yelled that at a rally. The usual liars immediately swooped in to pretend that it never happened. The president of the Southern Poverty Law Center wrote an entire op-ed ordering the public not to consider Black Lives Matter a hate group. But people could see the truth for themselves. The video was online. A lot of facts about Black Lives Matter still reside on the internet. They have not yet been scrubbed. The group's signature demand is to eliminate law enforcement. When you first heard protesters scream, defund the police, it may have shocked you. That's just crazy, you may have thought. A few weeks later, support for eliminating law enforcement is rising quickly in the polls. Minneapolis is already doing it. Other cities will follow. Are you surprised? Almost no one in public life has pushed back meaningfully against the idea of defunding the police. The Black Lives Matter position is the only position most people hear. After a while, they believe it. Unchallenged claims must be true. That's what most people assume, and why wouldn't they assume that? If you strongly disagree with something, say so. Otherwise, it's much more likely to happen. So with that